there, I'm Danielle. What was that? You don't recognize me? Maybe you forgot, but I actually have blue hair. So today, I'm wearing my wig. You see, I cannot wear blue hair at my place of employment, which is fine, it's totally understandable. However, I really like having blue hair, and I also really like having a job, so I wear a wig to work, which is what this is. Also, the reason I'm outside today is I just wanted to share with you what I'm wearing. Okay, I don't even know if you could see that, but I just feel especially cute today wearing a skirt, and that rarely happens. Usually one of two reasons if I'm wearing a skirt or a dress. One, you know, sometimes you just want to look pretty. Two, sometimes you're out of pants. Today it was a combination of the two. I just feel sort of pretty, so I wanted to share that with you. Anyway, let's go inside, shall we? Okay, so this video is about the wig. I have worn this for about a week now without detangling it, so I thought it would be interesting to do a video about how I sort of keep up with or maintenance the wig. So if you're interested in that, please continue watching, stay tuned, you know, whatever. Next to me is a handy dandy bedpost that my husband has very craftily rigged up for me. He does that a lot, with just some fabric and some string, because I don't have one of those little mannequin head things to put my wig on, but this actually works better for detangling my wig because it's something stable. So here we go. I take my wig off. I usually have it pinned in two places. This wig has bangs, which are neat, but bangs drive me bonkers. So I have to pin them where I'm like all day. It's really annoying. But anyway, alright, so here we go. Now isn't this just gorgeous? You know, I somehow don't think they would be super accepting if I just wore the wig cap to work. No. Okay, so we're going to put the wig up here. Then I need to pin it to that fabric part, and that just sort of, you know, just a straight pin, just so that as I'm sort of tugging on some of this stuff, not too hard, it will stay in place. So let me do that real quick. Okay, got the pin on, just sort of at the front part where there's that part in the hair that's fleshy looking, just sort of pin that directly to the fabric part. You know, let's go ahead and take this off. This might be distracting. As you can see, I always have my hair in these little pigtail things that I roll up, stick on the top of my head, smush it down, pull that thing over. Very cool. Very stylish too, especially after a long day of work when it's all smooshed to my head. Once again, very sexy. So, what I use to detangle the wig is this little pick. I don't know how well you can see that, but or it's considered a teasing brush, whatever, but just the wide tooth is really what you need to maintenance a wig and get all those awful tangles out. This is the wig a little bit closer up. You can see it's really not too bad right now, but the longer you let it go without detangling it, it's just going to continue to mat up, getting some really horrible, just rat's nesty type of tangles. So I'm going to be working on those today. So I'm going to be speaking from kind of an odd angle, but here we go. So as with your own hair, when it's really tangly, to avoid a lot of damage, you're going to start at the bottom and slowly work your way up. The more you can separate the hair as you go, the better. That just sort of helps maintain it a little bit, a little less crazy than trying to get a huge clump of knots out all at once. I'm just going to do this one little section for you guys and just sort of speed it up. Maybe it'll be good. definitely not here. Just slowly try to work it out. When I first bought this wig, which is not a super expensive wig by any means, because, you know, I just can't do that. But it was really interesting. The lady who was selling the wigs sort of got a pick out like this and started just brushing through it. And you're really, I feel like, not supposed to do that exactly because you can just damage it more. And I was like, oh geez, just watching her do it. But she looked at me and she said, you know, if it's worth anything, you can treat it a little bit rough because it should be able to handle it. You should be able to run a pick through it and not just have half the wig fall apart. Like, makes sense.
Here's one of the lovely knots I'm working on. Just wanted to see if you could see it up a little bit closer. And all I'm doing is just sort of taking the pick and slowly going into each of those spots to try to work its way out. It's time consuming, but it's worth it. Okay, here's this one section that I have just worked on. Nice and tangle free and smooth now.
You're basically just going to do the same thing to the whole wig, and I like to take one of these little doodads, and that way as I complete each section, because the smaller the section it is, the easier it is to work with, I will just clip all those tangle-free sections together as I go, and that helps organize it so much more. So, pretty cool. Then you grab another section and continue to work. Always from the bottom up. Sections will obviously be way easier than others. Okay, that section looks pretty good as well, so I'll just clip it to the other one. And so on, and so forth. Okay, about halfway through now. Tedious work. Okay, almost done finally. Quick little disclaimer here. I am by no means an expert, so if I'm doing something that just radically offends somebody who wears wigs all the time or who upkeeps them, I apologize. Let me know what I did wrong, and I'll see if I can incorporate that into my wig detangling in the future, because I do want to take care of it well. I want to do a good job, but you know, this is my first wig, so I still have a lot to learn. She's done! Got this little clip-a-doo. She is looking so much better. Lovely. Lovely. We'll put her back up there to rest for the night. Alright, so at the end, I always have this lovely clump of hair, but I don't really freak out about it because, I mean, when you brush your own hair falls out. So as long as I'm not getting huge chunks, I think I'm okay. But, you know, this part's actually kind of fun. Is that weird? To, like, roll up. Let's go back outside. It is a lovely day. Alright, that does it for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you do, if you so choose. and share any of your wig tips if you have any. Or if you have any questions for me, I would love to see if I could answer any of them for you. Once again, by no means an expert, but gosh darn it, one day I just might be. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.